You've probably seen documents like this floating around online, right? Well, today, we're going to take a really close look at one of them. It's a list of so-called mission goals for something it calls UN Agenda 2021/2030. Our job here is to just deconstruct it. We're going to go through it, claim by claim, and really unpack the story it's trying to tell.
Okay, so this right here is the actual document we're looking at. And I want to be super clear about something before we dive in. We are not here to fact-check this or to say whether it's true or false. Nope. Our whole goal is just to understand what the document itself is saying. We're just breaking down its claims to see the picture it paints.
So right off the bat, this is what's so interesting. The very first thing you see, before you even get to the list, is this statement, not a conspiracy theory. Think about that. It's not just a heading. It's basically telling you how to read what comes next. It's trying to frame the whole thing for you from the get-go.
All right, so with that frame set, what's the big idea here? Let's get right into the document's main point.
Boom. Right away, it mashes together these two really heavy phrases, UN Agenda 21/2030 and a New World Order. So, according to the document, everything we're about to see isn't just a bunch of random thoughts. No, it's presented as a very specific set of mission goals, all working toward one single thing.
Okay, so the first big theme that pops out is this idea of a whole new global structure. The document breaks this down into 4 key pillars.
So here they are: a one-world government, a one-world cashless currency, a one-world central bank, and a one-world military. The way the document presents this, these aren't separate things. It's a package deal. It's painting a picture of a totally interconnected system designed to pull all global power into one place and, well, get rid of the national borders and systems we know.
And what's the logical conclusion of all that? According to the document, it's this: the end of national sovereignty. The argument here is pretty simple. If you have all those one-world systems, then the whole concept of an independent country just goes away.
Okay, so we've seen the big global picture. Now the document kind of zooms way in. It goes from the world stage right down to your personal life, claiming there's a plan to completely redefine what it means to have a private life.
And this next point is written to grab your attention. It's not subtle. It says the end of all privately owned property. You gotta notice that word all. It's not talking about some restrictions. It's talking about the complete elimination. That one word really sets the stage for the next few claims.
So how would this happen? Well, the document lays it out. We're talking about government-owned and controlled schools, all businesses owned by the government or corporations. The end of private transportation, so no more owning your own car, no more private farms or livestock, and even the end of single-family homes. Basically, it's describing a total shift of everything you'd think of as yours over to government or corporate control.
And it doesn't stop with just, stuff. The document claims this plan goes even deeper, right to the core of our society structure. The alleged goal? The end of the family unit itself. It's presenting this as a complete overhaul of how society is organized.
So, if you've redefined global power and private life, what's next? Well, according to this document, the next step is control. It starts talking about the specific ways people and resources would be managed, and it all seems to come down to surveillance and rules.
And to pull this off, the document lays out a specific technological plan, a kind of 3-step system for how this control would actually work.
Okay, here's the tech part. Step 1, a microchip society for buying things, traveling, basically tracking and controlling you. Step 2, all that data gets plugged into a worldwide social credit system, and it specifically says, like China has. And finally, step 3, trillions of your appliances, your fridge, your thermostat, all hooked up to a 5G monitoring system, the Internet of Things. The key here is that the document presents these as a single, seamless system of control, not 3 separate ideas.
And this idea of control isn't just about tech. The document branches out. On the social and health side, it lists things like mandatory vaccines, government-raised kids, and even depopulation. Then you look at the economic side, and it mentions a universal basic income. But look at how it's framed, with the word austerity in parentheses. That suggests it's being presented not as a safety net, but as another form of control and dependency.
All right, we're getting to the last section of the document, and this is where it goes really big picture, talking about the entire planet and our role in it.
Yeah, this last part is just a whole bunch of directives, one after another.
It talks about concentrating people into human settlement zones or cities, restricting air travel that isn't essential. It mentions the end of irrigation, limiting how land can be used for people's needs. It even gets into banning natural medicines. And then it wraps up with a big one, the end of fossil fuels.
So there you have it. That's the entire list, start to finish. We went from this huge global vision all the way down to a ban on natural medicine. So let's just step back from the actual claims for a second. Let's just think about the document itself. It's got this super confident tone. It's just a straightforward list, which leads to a pretty interesting question for all of us. How much does the way information is presented, the design of it, actually shape how persuasive it is?